What's up, fams? Welcome back to the channel, and shout out to all the new subscribers that we have gained over the past few weeks. Listen, man, it's getting pretty lit out here. I appreciate all the support from everyone that watches my videos. I appreciate it. But anyway, let's talk about this. Now, I don't want to explain this too much because I feel like when I have to explain things too much, it makes the video boring. Hopefully you guys saw what happened, but I'll explain it a little bit. There's a show called Everyday Struggle. DJ Akademiks, Joe Budden are on the show. There was a guest on today by the name of Vic Mensa. Vic Mensa came onto the show, and DJ Akademiks asked him a question about how he felt about people sensationalizing what happened in Chicago or what's going on in Chicago, such as the murders and such, and the violence. How does he feel about people sensationalizing that with the music? Not word for word, but somewhere down those lines. That's what he asked him. Now, during that exchange, Vic Mensa said he wanted to slap DJ Akademiks because of the things he had to say on his War in Chirac series. And now here's the thing. I thought DJ AK handled that situation perfect, and I believe that he asked that question because truthfully, he wanted to know how he felt about it. This is becoming a big topic over the internet right now. Everyone's talking about this. Some people are cheering for Vic Mensa. They're like, yeah, that's what I always wanted to tell DJ Akademiks. Then, of course, you got the chat niggas, as DJ Akademiks calls his homies. They're sticking up for DJ Akademiks, right? I understand where both of these guys are coming from on this situation, right? On one hand, you got someone like Vic Mensa, who was living in Chirac, going through all this kind of stuff. Friends, family members are getting shot, they're dying, and DJ Akademiks is making videos online, and he's talking about the same people that are dying around Vic, and he's adding comedy into the situation. And like Vic said, his homeboy died. He said the guy was like a brother to him. And to hear someone make a video about that, adding comedy into it, it struck a nerve. From DJ Akademiks' standpoint, one thing I like what he does is, and he doesn't do it too much, but with that series, he adds comedy in the medicine. And that's what I do too, but I'll explain that a little bit. He'll give you comedy, he'll throw some jokes in there, but at the same time, he's making fun of the people that are doing this type of stuff, just to deter the other people that are watching from acting this kind of stuff. Meaning that, let's just say dudes are out here robbing, stealing, and all that kind of stuff. Instead of him saying, yo, these dudes are cool, he's saying things like, these dudes are coons, these dudes are lame, these dudes are stupid. Maybe not in those words, but that's the kind of language that he's using for those kind of people that are just straight up being ignorant. Yeah, it comes off as comedy when he's comparing the jail to the Hall of Fame. Ultimately, to some of those guys, them going to jail is like them being inducted in the Hall of Fame. They take pride in being in jail. So when he was saying that kind of stuff, I can understand how some people in Chicago were pissed off about it. But from his point of view, I get he was tossing the candy once again with the medicine to let people know, like, yo, take a look at this. This is stupid. And these people actually think it's cool. And once again, not saying that Vic wasn't. We need to be upset at the people that are doing this stuff in our communities. And I say that, but it's going to be someone in the comment section that think shooting someone, robbing someone, scamming someone is all cool. And this is a problem that we have in the black community. And I pointed this kind of stuff out a few times, but it gets to a point where I stop talking about it because I see in the comment section, people really don't want to hear it. At the end of the day, all people want to do is pop Molly and Percocet, chase girls, and sell drugs. That's what it is. So what I'm trying to say is, how about we not get mad at the reporter, but we get mad at the person that's actually terrorizing these neighborhoods that the reporter is reporting on. I can understand how having your friends and family spoken about in a YouTube video and someone's making jokes in that video, I can understand how that would upset you. But let's get upset at the actual person that's terrorizing these teenagers in the neighborhoods with their guns and forcing these kids to stay in their houses because they can't go outside and play in fear of being shot by one of these gang members that's on every block. Let's focus on that. And the problem is, whenever someone's saying that kind of stuff, the gangsters always come out and say things like, "You're not real. You ain't with the real." I guess, look, man, I'm not with kids dying, mamas crying, and all that kind of stuff. So I guess I'm not real.